We want to make it possible for families to live and thrive rather than just survive. There are people who might not necessarily think that social housing is for them, but are finding that rent in the market is a little bit of a reach for them, and that a lot of their income is going to just the basic necessities of life. And so for those people, for those families, we have our low end of market units where we can provide a reliable and affordable place so they can get to a place where they've improved their lives and they can feel more comfortable and more stable.
Sometimes life doesn't work out exactly as planned. 10 years ago, my husband and I split up, and my child and I found ourselves alone and looking to rent. I have a good job, but it was a hard situation. I found a place that was less than desirable, and the rent was so high. Because of my child's special needs, most of my energy and focus, and money, went there. I don't know if people can really appreciate how stressful it is not to be able to make ends meet, to have a good place to live when you're raising a child on your own. So I applied for St. John's housing. Luckily, I got a place fairly quickly, and I was absolutely thrilled. It was a great location, cozy, clean, and safe. And whenever something needed to be done, it was so nice to be able to have someone to call who would come quickly and address it. There were so many other things that I was dealing with. Not having to worry about that really gave me peace of mind.
The housing continuum is very broad. So there are people who are on the very low end of the income spectrum and people who can quite easily afford market rent. But in the middle, there are a lot of folks who are struggling, people who spend all of their income on basic necessities, heat, light, food. And so we want to make it really clear to those people that our housing is for them and that we can help them get to a place where they're not just scraping by, where they can feel comfortable and have a little bit of extra money to do more than just survive. Rather move into a place where they feel like they're thriving, that they can really enjoy that quality of life and that place in the community where they feel like they belong.
Affordable housing is a need in this city. I think everyone deserves a good house. People like me, we're just regular people who need a little bit of help. My St. John's rental unit enabled me to do the things that I would not have been able to do if I'd been renting anywhere else. I could buy things for my child. I had enough money for food, good quality food, which my child needed. I had enough money to pay my bills. You know, there are a lot of additional costs associated with having a special needs child. Not having that part to worry about was monumental in us having a good quality of life. I met someone recently, and we're engaged. And together we have our own place now, which is why I left my rental unit. It was meant to be after all these years. But if that option wasn't there for me 10 years ago, I don't think I'd be where I am today. It saved my life.